Hello, you beautiful beings. Welcome to my channel. My name is Randy Morgan. This is where I open up space, tippy tap in, dive into some source messages, hold space for some deep emotional things that like to come up and come through for the collective, or just navigate some personal things that I feel others might be able to relate to and gain benefit from me sharing. And so, welcome to this space. There's like a variety of energies as I'm starting this today. I'm feeling like joy. I'm recording this on April 1st. Oh, it's also April Fool's Day. Don't be fooled by the day. Um, so maybe there's even like an energy to that. It feels like raw and fun and exciting and but also like raw. I don't know why that is a word that feels resonant right now. But it's like when I'm seeing the visual of like when the butterfly's breaking out of the cocoon, like it's really fresh and it's fragile and there's like this breaking out of our shell or breaking out of whatever we've been in this hibernation season, or if you like me resonate with coming out of what feels like a 4-year cycle of hibernation in your life cycles. There's this period of rawness that comes after coming out of the shell, and what a fun topic to hold space for, um, to acknowledge, to yeah, just bring awareness around, because it's almost like the sun's out and flowers are blooming and people are coming out of hibernation, and spring is blossoming, yet there is still this need to move with grace, move slowly, as slowly as we need to allow ourselves to navigate with ease. We don't need to rip the band-aid off of our hibernation season in a moment and just fly into summer, as I know a lot of people do, or at least, especially where I am, I'm in a very seasonal. Oh, I'm changing the colors to my lamp now. I'm in a very seasonal place. Let's illuminate it right up, why don't we? I'm in a very seasonal town, and so when the season starts to blossom and people come out of hiding, and start traveling again, and our town gets really busy really fast, and it's basically as soon as the sun's out. um like spring break was really crazy, and it's basically full throttle. And so I suppose I'm sharing this because it's really important for us to, um if you see me do this, it's just me playing with energy or moving energy or translating energy. It's been happening a lot more recently, and so I'm just learning to let it flow, as funny or weird as it may look. It feels like necessary. So don't mind my weirdness. Um, yeah, so as I'm like translating this, the energy that's coming through, it really resonates, for me on a very personal level, because there are little things within me that are coming up, and maybe this is something that you can also resonate with if you're resonating with the video up to this point. Is that I feel like there's these little parts of me that are wanting to come online more. Like I've set a dedication to post a video every day for the month of April, and just to see, like I couldn't commit to every day for a year. That felt so overwhelming. And so just committing to it for the month of April, to see how like my channel progresses and grows, and to see if it's really worth putting more than that into it. And so I've challenged myself to put myself out there, not too far where it's just like so overwhelming I can't even handle it internally and it feels like too much pressure. But just enough to push me beyond my comfort zone and push the boundaries of that comfortable little bubble that I've been operating in, and yeah, to continue to challenge myself to grow in ways that are both uncomfortable and but like manageable, I guess you could say, or anyways, you get what I'm saying. But there is these little parts of me that are coming up, and this comes back to what I was saying about this raw, tender energy. You know, it's like when the seeds come through the soil, the top of the soil, they're still like a very fragile little shoot. Um, and so it's really important to protect that little shoot and recognize that it's okay to be wobbly right now. It's okay to be like coming out of, right? You think of like animals coming out of the cave or from under the log that they've been sleeping in all winter. They are most certainly probably a little bit malnourished. And so it's going to take some time to get that strength back. It's going to take some time to, get back on that motivational wagon, you could say, of spring, and kind of work our way into that. And so, to come back to what I was sharing about my personal experience, there's this little girl in me as I'm like, okay, I'm committing to doing things that are a little bit more uncomfortable and ah, it feels intimidating and I see so much of my procrastinator energy or self-sabotaging energy that's like, nope, it's not perfect. I need to be set up in a different location. I keep moving my camera around. I keep taking this to different corners in my house where I feel more comfortable here, but then I need more light and blah, 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 blah. And so I just recognize that there's this, what feels like the little girl in me that is like, this is scary. It's scary. It's scary. She's scared. And I was sitting in meditation this morning, and something that came up was like a grieving with this fear almost like uh in this raw, fresh energy. She's this inner voice that I'm giving space to within me right now is scared to get hurt. She feels fragile. She feels sensitive. She feels really new and and almost like when you go to a new country and there's new language and it just feels everything just feels new, and she feels like a baby at it. She's got to learn the ropes all over again in this certain area of how I'm choosing to live life or proceed forward. And and that comes with all kinds of emotions. It comes with all kinds of discomforts, and so I just want to lean into that in a moment if you're still here with me and you're resonating with what I'm saying. And there may be a part of you that's feeling this new chapter evolving, or this new life emerging, to just hold space for the part of you that has to leave, the part of you that can't come into this new life, this new chapter, this new adventure. And so just holding a gentle space to breathe into that part, to give space for that part of the self to breathe, to breathe. There may be sadness, there may be presence, there may be exhaustion. I know for me personally that self is like, finally. Because that feels like the same self that's been protecting for a very long time. And if you haven't already, there's another video that would have just come out yesterday, that is titled "The Warriors of Faith." You've made it through. And so that resonates with this part that's come that I'm leaving. And so if you're resonating with this as well, I invite you to go check out that video and just really give space to that part of you that's been holding the line through all of the sickness and the mud and the whatever it is that you've been trudging through to get to where you are. And then at the same time, I want to invite space to be held for that rawness, for the new baby or the new flower or the new shoot or however you want to identify with it. Just that very new, fragile feeling that is present when stepping into a new beginning or a new adventure. To hold space for the energies that don't feel like they know, maybe are feeling uncertain, scared, overwhelmed. And in this moment, just as a very gentle reminder that it's safe to feel overwhelmed. I definitely feel like that is an aspect or an emotion that I avoid myself the most is anything overwhelming just doesn't. I'm like, nope. But just a gentle reminder that it is safe to feel overwhelmed. So there are a lot of energies in motion, a lot of energies at play as we navigate these new incomings and the goings. And for somebody out there, perhaps there may be shame. There was a hair in the air that wasn't. There may be shame. Shame around having to pick yourself up over and over again. It's just something I'm picking up in this moment. That you launch yourself and then you have to relaunch and you have to make a comeback again and again and again. That's okay. That's okay. That's what we're here to do, is to make a comeback again and again and again. You can be reborn at any moment. At any moment, you can choose now. I am reborn. You can look the same. You can live in the same place. You can have the same people around you. You can be drinking the same tea and still be reborn in this moment, as I am also. I am with you, being reborn in this moment. Oh, and it's safe. It's safe to feel all the things that come with that. It feels overwhelming. It absolutely does. It feels all encompassing. Oh, there's a lot there. There's a lot. It feels like, whoa. Whew. You know, when you do mushrooms, so forgive me if this doesn't resonate for everyone, but it just feels like, or some psychedelic, and it just like, it's like overcoming you. That's what it feels like right now. And I didn't do any psychedelics today. It's just what the energy is. It's like when the wave comes overhead. It's just like, whoa. Oh, this is a lot to take in. This is a lot. Wow. Put your hand on the wall, the ground, put your feet on the floor. Grounding in this now moment. We are safe. We are safe here. Mm. Whew. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I hope in some way, shape, or form this video was able to help you. These messages that have come through. I know that we're feeling through this journey. If you're here, if you're a collective that resonates with what I share, I know that your tribe. I know that you're here for something so much bigger than what our little human brains can wrap themselves around. And I just want to congratulate you for being here, for having come this far, for sticking through sticking through it. Because I know it hasn't been easy, and I feel like it's really important to just acknowledge that you did it and you're doing it. And I see the angels and ancestors, and there's just like this choir, like huge choir, just clapping for those that resonate with this. And so if you've made it to the end of the video, please do drop me a little sunshine emoji in the comments to let me know that you made it to the end. Thank you so much. I love you, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. Till next time. Mwah.